Today I'm going to guide you through 10 essential steps of buying a home. Hello, I am Carolyn, a real estate agent in Eugene, Oregon with over 20 years of experience. So grab a notebook because today will be a bit of a longer video, but it's gonna be worth your time. So let's get started. Step number one, it's all about strategic planning in this stage. Most people are nervous about chatting with a lender since they believe they need to be ready to buy at this point. They don't want to waste the lender's time, but this is nonsense. When you are considering buying a home, you need to understand the amount you will need to save. Each person is unique, from your income to debt, to your credit score, to your dreams. So speaking with a knowledgeable lender can help you plan. A good lender can help you know what you need to save, provide advice on how to raise your credit score, and educate you on loan options. Most realtors have a lender they can introduce you with, or ask your bank to speak with the person who does home loans. Make sure you chat about closing costs too. Closing costs can be around $12,000 since lenders require a year's savings of taxes and insurance into an escrow account. This is in addition to your down payment, so make sure you chat with a lender about both. If by now you are feeling like this is already a lot of information, you can find a link in the video description to book a complimentary call with me so I can provide you with resources and information at your pace. Okay, on to step number two, finding the right realtor. Just like any profession, there are really good ones and those who might not represent your best interest. So look at online reviews to see what clients say about working with them. Once you chat with a realtor, ask them to clarify how they will get paid. In Oregon currently, the seller typically pays for the buyer's commission, since when the seller signed a listing agreement, they typically agree to pay a commission to the buyer's agent. This isn't always the case. For instance, if you want to see a home for sale by owner, clarify with your realtor since commission structures can be changing in the future due to the NAR lawsuit verdict in 2023. Once you've hired a realtor, move on to step number three, getting pre-approved with your lender. This is different than strategic planning step number one. This is when your lender will deep dive into your finances. They're going to look at W-2s. They're going to look at your pay stubs along with your bank statements. They will ask you to fill out an application. It might seem a little daunting at first, but your lender will walk you through every step of the way and will give you enough time to gather your documents. Once you get a pre-approval letter, you will then have a definite answer on how much you can borrow, as well as your purchase price and an estimated monthly statement. Here's a pro tip. Opt for a pre-approval, not just a pre-qualification. By gathering your documents up front, it adds confidence to the seller who is reviewing your offer that you are approved and ready to go, and could be the reason your offer gets accepted. So make sure you take this extra step, even though it means providing a lot of documents up front. Okay, now to the fun part. Step number four, exploring homes. Your wants and needs might evolve as you start viewing homes, so don't think you need to know when you start this step. Go view homes and you will start to understand what you want. Once you know what you want by exploring homes, you will then be in a position to find your home and move to step number five, making an offer. Have your realtor write your offer and submit it to the seller. If you think it would be beneficial for me to make a video breaking down how to write an offer and what terms go in an offer, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to do it. But for the purpose of this video, you're going to need to rely on your realtor to help you understand how to write up an offer. When you submit your offer, three things can happen. It can be accepted, it can be declined, or it can be countered. If your offer is accepted, hooray! If your offer is declined, don't lose hope. All of my clients have found a home they love, so you will too. If your offer is countered, the seller is basically saying, I want to work with you, but we've got to negotiate some terms, which might be items like price or closing date. If you come to acceptable terms with the seller and you get your offer accepted, you can then move to step number 6, which is earnest money. Here in Oregon, typically 3% of the sale price will be your earnest money, and typically you will have 3 business days to deposit after your offer is accepted to show good faith in your offer. So make sure you have your earnest money ready for when your offer is accepted, since you typically only have 3 business days to deposit. Okay, now on to step number 7, due diligence period. If you negotiate an inspection period, it can last about 2 weeks to perform any inspections depending on what you wrote in your offer. In our current Eugene housing market, sometimes when there are multiple offers, buyers choose to waive their inspection period. So it will depend on if you included it in your offer. My number 1 inspection I recommend is a sewer line inspection, since this can be both a costly repair and can be unexpected since you can't see your sewer line. If something comes up during this due diligence period, you can either decide on 3 options. You can cancel the sale agreement and receive your earnest money back, or you can choose to negotiate by asking the seller to fix the item, or you can choose to provide a credit at the closing so you can fix the repair after closing. A lot of people make the mistake that the appraiser will be looking at the home for repairs, yet the appraiser is there to value the home and is different from an inspector, so don't confuse the two. The appraisal is there to make sure the loan amount matches the actual home's value. I have never seen an appraiser get on the roof or in the crawl space. If you have specific questions about your inspection period, let me know in the comments below and I'll happily tell you my experience with repairs and how to best negotiate. Now on to step number 8. Final loan approval from your lender. Yes, even though you've been pre-approved and submitted your documents at that time, the lender will still be requiring more documents for final loan approval. So don't be surprised when they ask for bank statements again. And absolutely don't apply for any new credit once you get your offer accepted, or make any big purchases like appliances, which could cause your debt to income ratio to change and your loan can be denied. Yes, your loan can be denied at this step. So make sure to talk with your lender before making any big purchases or applying for credit. Once you are cleared to close, meaning your loan has final approval, your lender will be sending you a document called a closing disclosure, or we in the business call it a CD. This document provides your loan terms, your projected monthly payment, your closing costs, and the amount of money you will need to bring with you to your signing. Lenders are required to provide your closing disclosure 3 business days prior to closing date. So make sure you review and sign as quickly as possible so you don't delay your closing. Now on to step number 9. Ensure your new home is in the same condition as when you made your offer by scheduling a final walkthrough a couple days before your close on your home. I recommend having the seller there if you feel comfortable meeting with the seller, so the seller can show you how everything works and provide insights into your new home. If you don't feel comfortable having the seller there at this point, ask if the seller can show you your home after close. Okay, now on to our final step number 10, closing on your home. Bring your cash to close that was on your CD or estimated buyer statement to your signing at either the title company or attorney's office. Don't show up with a big briefcase of cash. Instead, either wire these funds or bring a cashier's check. Possession usually occurs at 5 p.m. on day of closing, yet once the home records with the county, most realtors will allow for keys to be transferred and exchanged at that time. So now you will have keys to your new home. Congratulations! So this is a step-by-step guide of the buying process. Remember, unexpected things always comes up, either with the inspection, your loan, your appraisal, or even your title report. So make sure you have an experienced realtor by your side and know if it is your home, it will work out. If you're ready to learn more, check out my video, 3 Easy Ways to Get Your Offer Accepted. The link will be in the description. Schedule a complimentary call with me using my calendar link so I can provide resources to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Carolyn Stepp, and I'll catch you in the next video.